But speaking of recalls, Tesla is recalling about 817,000 cars in the US because the seatbelt reminder chimes may not sound when the car is started and the driver hasn't buckled up.
So according to NHTSA, the problem only happens if the driver left the vehicle in the previous drive cycle while the chime was sounding.
The chime still sounds if the car goes over 22 kilometers an hour, that's 13.7 miles per hour, and also if the driver's belt buckle still isn't buckled.
The recall covers the 2021 and 22 Model S and X, as well as the 2017 through 2022 Model 3 and the 2020 through 2022 Model Y, according to NHTSA. Now, Tesla says that it's not aware of any crashes or injuries due to the problem. A visual seatbelt reminder is still displayed.
Now, my guess is that Tesla will be fixing this with an over-the-air update.
Nope, you gotta bring all the cars in. We gotta remove the Framasham and the Brinkle tube to replace the Watcher Frizzit with the new, more expensive Watcher Frizzit. It's gonna take a few hours, so get comfy in the lounge while you drink stale coffee and watch CNN, and our salespeople come over and try to get you to go for a test drive on our new models with the new improved cup holders.
Except that's not what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an over-the-air update, so should it be called a recall if you don't have to bring the car in?
Yeah, I mean, Tesla Silicon Valley Club says an over-the-air update isn't a recall, Elon.
Elon said, exactly, the terminology is anachronistic.
I mean, let's take a look at NHTSA's own definition of what a recall is.
So it implies that the customer has to do something like schedule a service appointment and bring their car in for fixing.
With a Tesla, this is kind of like when you have a smart TV or a smartphone, and that would be like if every time you had one of those devices, you had to bring it in when there was an update, you know, a virus update or an integration with a new service update. I mean, can you imagine you're watching the game and all of a sudden, recall pops up on the screen and you go, oh man, and you rip the TV off the screen, bring it back to Best Buy and like, oh, you got to update this. I got to watch the game.
Right. This isn't how the world works anymore. And Tesla has been doing over-the-air updates for years now. So this isn't like a new thing.
The rest of the world still seems to work this way, but Teslas don't. And this is one reason why Tesla can be so innovative, because unlike a regular car company where if they don't get it right, they really do have to do a recall and maybe rip chips out and stuff like that. Tesla knows that if they get the software just a little wrong, like this little, basically, come on, it's a tweak, then they can tweak it later.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then with the seatbelt chime thing, it sounds like there was maybe a little bug. It's a pretty uncommon occurrence that, because you don't get the seatbelt chime if you're in park, you're going to get it if you're in drive. And Teslas are one of the only cars that you can leave the car and drive, get out of the car, and not have your car run into anything.
Right.
It will put itself in park as soon as you open the door with your seatbelt unbuckled.
So smart, so safe.
But it's so frustrating that it's like, Teslas are running stop signs. Now, I don't think that it was very smart of Tesla to knowingly break the law in many states.
But it was a choice. It was a user choice. You didn't have to have it do it that way. It's just if that's the way you normally drive, it was like, well, then why should we slam on the brakes every time we get to a stop sign?
Right. If we're going to be following down to the letter of the law, then like Teslas can go faster than the speed limit. It's like, okay, yeah. I mean, what a weird world that we live in, that the rules don't really line up with reality.
Right.
It's unfortunate, but it does mean that when we get to something like this, pearl-clutching people can just go like, well, they're running stop signs. It's like they're doing what everyone else is doing.
Right. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.